in a world woven from quiet dreams, lived Elara. Her home was a small, warm cottage at the edge of the whispering woods. Each evening, as dusk painted the sky, Elara lit her lamp, watching the first hesitant stars. The gentle sigh of the wind lulled her to peace. Elara's life was a rhythm of quiet moments, noticing subtle beauty in the world. The whispering woods, known for old magic, was a place of quiet wonder, not fear, just beyond her doorstep. One evening, as the moon began its ascent, Elara noticed a sound, an echo of a melody, delicate and frail, drifting from the deepest parts of the whispering woods. She knew it. Her grandmother had hummed a similar tune, a lullaby for dreams. Now, this melody was barely there, a single thread unraveling, carrying a hint of sadness, a faint plea. It felt like a memory struggling to stay awake. Elara listened intently, her heart stirring. What could be making such a beautiful yet fragile sound? And why did it sound so utterly alone? The pull was gentle, an invitation to help a forgotten note seek its harmony. Her heart, attuned to the quiet needs of the world, knew better than to stay. With quiet resolve, Elara rose. She extinguished her lamp, letting moonlight spill in. She took down a sturdy lantern, lit it, a small, hopeful beacon. She wrapped in a warm shawl and slipped into comfortable shoes. Taking a deep, calming breath, Elara stepped out into the soft, velvet embrace of the moonlit night. The whispering woods awaited, and with it the quiet quest for a lost melody guided by her grandmother's song. The air in the whispering woods was cool and soft, carrying the scent of damp earth and pine needles. Moonlight filtered through the dense canopy of ancient trees, creating shifting patterns of silver and shadow on the forest floor. It was not a dark or frightening place. Instead, it felt alive with a hushed inner light. Phosphorescent moss clung to the bark of trees, glowing with a faint emerald luminescence, like countless tiny jewels scattered. Fat, happy glowworms blinked rhythmically from beneath ferns, their warm golden light illuminating Elara's path, just enough to guide her steps without breaking the spell of the night. The path itself was soft underfoot, a carpet of fallen leaves and moss, silencing her footsteps. Elara moved with a quiet grace, her lantern held low, its beam dancing ahead, revealing glimpses of intricate root systems that snaked across the ground and the delicate shimmer of spiderweb strung between branches. The melody, though still faint, grew ever so slightly stronger, pulling her deeper into the magical heart of the woods. As Elara ventured further, a pair of large golden eyes blinked slowly from a high branch above. It was Professor Hoot, the wisest owl in the whispering woods, known for his thoughtful silences and the gentle wisdom of his occasional hoots. He was a creature of ancient knowledge, his feathers a blend of midnight and starlight, always seeming to hold the secrets of the forest in his knowing gaze. He did not speak in words that Elara could understand, but his soft, deep hoo-hoo resonated with a profound sense of understanding. It was not a warning, but an encouragement, a sound that seemed to say, "You are on the right path, little one. Trust your heart." Elara paused, looking up at the majestic bird. She offered a small, respectful nod, feeling a comforting connection to the ancient spirit of the woods. Professor Hoot blinked once more, a slow, deliberate gesture before melting back into the shadows of the leaves, a silent guardian watching over her gentle quest. His presence, brief as it was, filled Elara with a renewed sense of purpose and a quiet reassurance that she was not truly alone. Her journey led her to a clearing where the trees grew particularly tall. Here, her path was gently yet firmly blocked by a cascade of sleepy vines. These were not thorny plants, rather they were incredibly old, thick and intertwined, their velvet soft leaves drooping with a perpetual drowsiness. They had simply grown together over centuries, creating a living, breathing curtain that murmured softly in its slumber. To pass, Elara realized she could not force her way through. The sleepy vines seemed to sigh in their sleep, each breath a gentle rustle. Remembering her grandmother's way with restless plants, Elara closed her eyes for a moment. She began to hum a soft, wordless tune, a melody of comfort and quiet presence. Slowly, miraculously, the thickest of the vines began to stir. They did not untangle violently, but gently, as if waking from a long, peaceful dream. A gap, just wide enough for Elara to pass through, slowly opened, revealing the continuation of her moonlit path. She stepped through, offering a silent thank you to the now slightly more alert, but still wonderfully drowsy, sleepy vines. Deeper still, Elara came across a small, shimmering pond, its surface like polished obsidian reflecting the sliver of moon. Hovering above a lily pad, looking rather forlorn, was a tiny creature she recognized as a mist sprite. These sprites were usually vibrant, their bodies glowing with a soft, internal light like captured starlight. But this one was dim, its glow barely a flicker, its movements sluggish. It seemed to have lost its sparkle, its joy. Elara knelt by the pond, her voice soft as a falling leaf. "Are you lost, little one?" she whispered. The mist sprite paused, its tiny, translucent wings beating weakly. It let out a sound like a faint sigh. Elara carefully opened her lantern, shielding the flame, and gently extended it towards the sprite. "Sometimes," Elara murmured, "we just need a little light to remember our own." The mist sprite hesitantly drifted closer. As the warm light bathed its tiny form, its own luminescence began to strengthen. With a joyful, almost silent chirrup, the mist sprite zipped around Elara, then turned, its regained sparkle now a beacon, guiding her around the pond and further into the heart of the woods, as if repaying her kindness with its newly found light. The mist sprite, now a brilliant, joyful dart of light, led Elara through groves where ancient trees stood like silent sentinels. The air grew thicker with a soft, ethereal mist. The faint melody, her grandmother's lullaby, was undeniably clearer, a sweet, melancholic hum. The mist sprite hovered playfully, then settled on Elara's shoulder, its soft glow, a comforting companion. As they moved, Elara began to piece together the whispers of the woods. The murmuring stream had hinted, the wise owl had confirmed, and now the mist sprite's silent language seemed to point to one place, the Heartwood Glade. It was a place known in whispers, a central point where the deepest magic of the Whispering Woods converged, a sacred space where the very heart of the forest dreamed. The melody, she now understood, must emanate from there, a forgotten echo waiting to be fully awakened. The journey had been one of gentle revelation, of quiet connections, drawing her ever closer to the source of the fading song. Finally, the mist sprite darted ahead, disappearing into a shimmering curtain of mist. Elara followed, stepping through the veil, and gasped softly. She had arrived. This was the Heartwood Glade. It was a circular clearing, bathed in celestial glow from the sliver of moon high above. A thick, pearlescent mist clung close to the ground, swirling gently, illuminated by moonbeams piercing the canopy. Ancient trees ringed the glade, their boughs heavy with age. It was a place of profound stillness, of quiet power, where time seemed to slow. The melody was no longer faint. It was here, all around her, a continuous soft hum weaving into the glade's silence, a fragile song teetering on the edge of fading. In the very center, rising from silver moss, Elara saw it, a single, delicate lullaby bloom. Its translucent ivory petals drooped heavily, weighed by sadness. Its stem was slender, but lacked vibrant energy. From its heart emanated the fading melody, an almost imperceptible tremor. This was the source, the heart of the forgotten song. It looked utterly vulnerable. Elara knew from her grandmother's tales that the lullaby bloom drew strength and song from direct moonbeams. But tonight, a playful congregation of mist sprites danced just above it, their forms subtly deflecting the light, scattering its nourishing embrace. The bloom was slowly wilting from this unintended absence. Elara understood instantly. The little mist sprites were not malicious. They were simply enjoying their whimsical dance, unaware of their effect. With renewed purpose, Elara spoke to them, her voice a soft, melodious whisper. "Little sprites," she began, "your dance is beautiful, but the lullaby bloom needs the moon's direct embrace to sing its full song. Could you perhaps dance just a little to the side?" The mist sprites, recognizing her kindness, paused their swirling. Elara gently guided them with soft gestures, coaxing them to form a graceful spiraling dance around the glade's edges, rather than over the bloom. Slowly, they parted, creating a shimmering window in the mist, through which the unhindered moonlight could finally descend upon the lullaby bloom. As the pure, undiffused moonbeams touched the drooping petals, a subtle transformation began. It was a slow, reverent awakening. The ivory petals, previously so weary, began to unfurl, one by one, with exquisite slowness, revealing a vibrant inner glow. A soft, otherworldly light pulsed from the flowers, heart growing steadily brighter, chasing away shadows. And with this blossoming light, the melody swelled. It was no longer a fragile whisper, but a clear, resonant song, a true lullaby that filled the entire glade. It was a melody of profound peace, of ancient comfort, a song that spoke of quiet dreams and the enduring magic of the earth. The air vibrated with its gentle harmony, a silent blessing poured over the whispering woods. The mist sprites, now dancing merrily, seemed to hum along. Elara stood perfectly still, bathed in the gentle glow of the lullaby, bloom and its soothing song. A profound sense of warmth filled her heart with quiet, undeniable joy. It was the deep peace of connection, of understanding her place in the intricate dance of the world. She felt intertwined with the forest, a silent participant in its ancient rhythms. The simple act of helping a forgotten flower had woven her into the very fabric of the woods, quiet magic. There was a beauty in this moment that transcended words, a powerful acknowledgement of mutual care. The world, Elara realized, was full of such delicate balances and the profound power of gentle attention. She closed her eyes, letting the lullaby wash over her, a healing balm. The heartwood glade was now a memory etched in pure light and melody, a testament to the magic found in kindness. With the lullaby bloom singing its full, magnificent song, a soft guiding light appeared along Elara's path. It was the melody itself, stronger and clearer, leading her gently back through the whispering woods. The path that had felt unknown now felt like a familiar friend, illuminated by the forest's renewed tranquility. The glowworms winked brighter, the phosphorescent moss pulsed. The sleepy vines whispered gratitude. Even Professor Hoot gave a quiet hoo-hoo, acknowledging her work. The mist sprites winked from behind trees. The woods were alive with a palpable sense of peace, a quiet joy. Elara walked with a light heart, feeling the forest's gentle rhythm echoing in her steps, guided home by the beautiful lullaby. Soon, the familiar silhouette of her small, warm cottage appeared. Elara stepped out of the whispering woods, feeling as if she carried a piece of its enchantment within her. She did not need her lantern anymore. The moon, higher and brighter, cast silver light over her garden. She entered her cottage, the air still holding the comforting scent of chamomile. Her chair by the window beckoned, and she sat down, looking out at the woods she had just left. It was the same view, yet profoundly different. The trees stood taller, the shadows softer, imbued with a fresh, quiet magic. The melody, though faint at this distance, was still there, a steadfast presence whispered by the night wind. The world outside, once merely peaceful, now felt deeply, warmly enchanted, a secret known only to her. Elara changed into her softest nightgown, her movements slow, savouring the profound peace. She pulled back her covers and lay down, sighing softly. The last thing she saw was the gentle moonlight through her window, a silent guardian. The lullaby of the whispering woods, no longer just a memory, but a living song, echoed in her heart. It was a melody of comfort, safety, and quiet contentment. There were no urgent thoughts, only the gentle, rhythmic cadence of the forest song, lulling her into deep, restorative sleep. She drifted off, carried on waves of tranquility, knowing that even the smallest act of kindness could bring forth the most beautiful magic, and that the world held endless wonders, waiting only for a gentle heart. And so Elara slept, wrapped in the sweet embrace of the whispering wood's own lullaby, dreaming dreams as peaceful as the night itself.